Here's the brutal truth. If you think your life is falling apart, chances are it's not your life. It's just your brain auditioning for a dramatic role it was never cast for. Your mind loves exaggerating problems because drama makes it feel important. One tiny inconvenience becomes a catastrophe. One awkward moment becomes your entire identity. And one slow week turns into, "My life is going nowhere." Meanwhile, everyone else seems to be thriving. Stable emotions, career wins, glowing skin. And you're over here feeling proud because you finally remembered to drink water. But here's the plot twist your dramatic mind keeps ignoring. You are doing far better than you think. Not in a soft, inspirational poster way, but in a factual, psychological, measurable way. Your brain is wired to detect threats, not progress, so growth feels invisible until someone points it out. And these 7 signs will. Let's be even more honest. For years, you believed your value came from being the considerate one, the kind-hearted one, the socially mature one, the person who kind-hearted. You thought giving endlessly was a form of love. You said yes to everyone. You took responsibility for things that weren't yours. You gave your time, your money, your emotional energy because you thought that's what good people do. You even believed people appreciated it. And sometimes they did, at least enough to keep you trapped in the role. But eventually, you got tired, deeply tired. You started wondering, why am I doing all this? Why do I feel guilty when I finally choose myself? That was the moment the illusion cracked. You realized that giving love to everyone while giving nothing to yourself isn't kindness, it's self-abandonment. And the moment you began learning to say no, even gently, even in small things, your real growth started. Sign 1. You don't worship social media anymore. You used to scroll endlessly, letting other people's curated perfection destroy your self-esteem. Someone else's pretend happiness became your real insecurity. But now, you see through the illusion. You compare less, you care less, and you no longer let strangers' highlight reels define your worth. This shift is massive. It means your sense of identity has moved from external validation to internal stability, and that's emotional evolution. Sign 2. You finally say no without apologizing. The old you said yes to everything because you thought that's what kind-hearted, considerate people do. You believed that always being available proved you were socially mature. But now, you understand your value. You protect your time and your peace. You can say no without guilt or a 3-paragraph explanation. That's emotional adulthood. It's you realizing that your well-being isn't a gift you owe to everyone who wants it. Sign 3. Chaos doesn't break you like before. You used to take everything personally. One passive-aggressive message could ruin your entire day. One mistake could destroy your week. But now, you recover faster. You breathe before reacting. You don't spiral the way you used to. That's resilience. Built slowly through experiences no one saw you survive. Your nervous system is stronger. Your emotional tolerance has expanded. You're no longer controlled by every fluctuation in your environment. Sign 4. You stopped chasing perfection. You used to believe everything had to be flawless before you could begin. But perfection is fear pretending to be standards. The moment you stopped waiting for perfect, your life began moving. You show up even when it's messy. You try, fail, adjust, continue. Progress thrives in imperfection. Perfection kills momentum. Choosing action over imaginary standards is a major psychological breakthrough. Sign 5. You're more focused on the future than the past. Your mind used to replay mistakes like reruns of a show you couldn't cancel. Regret was your background noise. But now, you think about possibility. You think about what you can build, who you can become, what your next chapter could look like. Even small steps count. This is real healing, not erasing the past, but refusing to let it imprison you. You're no longer defining yourself by your history, but by your potential. Sign 6. You removed toxic people. And not because you became cold, but because you finally became clear. You realize that love without respect is manipulation, familiarity without safety is trauma, and loyalty without reciprocity is self-destruction. You stopped giving energy vampires VIP seating in your life. Choosing peace over chaos is one of the highest forms of self-respect. Walking away didn't mean you changed. It meant you finally saw the truth. Sign 7. You still have hope. Despite everything, exhaustion, disappointment, heartbreak, you still carry a spark that whispers, things can get better. That spark isn't naive, it's strength. Hope is courage disguised as optimism. It's proof your identity hasn't collapsed. If you can still imagine a better future, even faintly, you're not failing, you're fighting. And fighters don't stay down. You're not behind, you're not failing. The only problem is that your brain screams your fears and whispers your progress. But progress is happening, quietly, steadily, consistently. It looks like choosing yourself, setting boundaries, recovering faster, thinking before reacting, walking away from what drains you, and finally understanding that being considerate, socially mature, and kind-hearted does not require sacrificing yourself. Growth rarely feels like growth while it's happening. It feels like confusion, discomfort, and doubt. But the truth is simple. You are evolving in ways your mind has not yet learned to celebrate, and you're doing far better than you give yourself credit for.